And a big trough is forming over the eastern states. That trough will pull down a dry cold front this morning. You won't even notice it's passing through other than a fairly good north breeze today. Again, this morning, much of the country just totally dry. Got a little rain falling up around the eastern Great Lakes, and that's about it. We're mostly in the 60s across Alabama early this morning, but highs today will be in the low 70s for North Alabama, upper 70s for South Alabama. No more 80s for a while. We'll check the watch warning map. We have freeze advisories for parts of Nebraska, the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Iowa. That's a sign of the times. And we'll probably see some frost advisories down here into parts of North Alabama by Wednesday and Thursday morning. And obviously, with a chilly continental air mass, no chance of any severe weather today, tomorrow, or day 3, which is Wednesday. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. And again, nothing. For most of Alabama, not a drop of rain for the entire month of October, and we see no rain for the next 7 days. Could we go the entire month without rain? We could. It's happened before. This is typically the driest month of the year. And then tornado season cranks up in November, and typically things get stormy and wet next month. In fact, here's a peek at the latest drought monitor in case you haven't seen it. This is the one released last week, and you can see most of the state is abnormally dry. Got a few spots with a moderate drought, but obviously that map will look a little different when it comes out on Thursday of this week. So tropical weather. It's really pretty quiet across the Atlantic Basin. Now, keep in mind, hurricane season runs through the end of November. But typically things start to slow down in late October and November as the water temperatures come down. There is one feature to watch. This is Invest 94L. Out in the central Atlantic. And you can see the Hurricane Center giving this a 40% chance of developing later this week. Not today or tomorrow, but later this week. And again, understand that means there's a 60% chance this won't develop. Might not develop at all. If it does, nobody knows at this point what happens. And most likely it's going to stay on a fairly southerly track. There's a pretty good ridge to the north. Let's take a look at modeling here. This is the ATCF set. The members that develop this bring it to a point north of Hispaniola in about 5 days. Let's look at the GFS ensemble output. Most of the members bring this near Hispaniola, and understand that island could tear this thing up. That's a very mountainous island if this works out. And we note the reliable European does basically nothing with it. Most members don't develop this thing at all. You got 51 members, and only about 2 or 3 show any development. Here's the ATCF wind guidance, and again, some of the members bring it up to a tropical storm or a Category 1 hurricane. Some don't develop it at all. One outlier brings it up to a Category 2. So there's just a big spread here, and it all depends on the way the upper air winds kind of pan out in 5 to 7 days, and we just don't know a lot at this point. So it's just something to watch. So again, if you got a beach trip, don't get hung up in the social media nonsense. Just stick with a reliable, credible source like the National Hurricane Center, and we'll all keep you advised. Let's go through modeling. Model fans. The GFS, this is the 06Z run, valid today at 4 o'clock. There's that big vortex over the eastern states, and again, we'll have an air mass change today. For North Alabama, low 70s, a good north breeze. The sky will be sunny. This is tomorrow. Highs drop in the upper 60s and low 70s. That's a 1,032 millibar high. Look at the low thickness values up north. It's going to be a very chilly day for the Great Lakes. And then early Wednesday, numbers look like this. I know they're kind of small, hard to read, but there's a lot of 30s over North Alabama. In fact, you got some spots right at freezing. So it's very conceivable there could be a few of the colder pockets right at a light freeze there Wednesday morning. But many locations over the northern third of the state will see frost, and a frost advisory will be posted for much of North Alabama. And quite frankly, Thursday morning, just as cold, if not a degree or two colder. But the day Wednesday will be sunny and cool, highs in the 60s. Same thing on Thursday. Friday, highs go back in the 70s, and the weekend just looks great. Saturday will be a sunny day, highs in the 70s. The same thing on Sunday. And a week from today, Monday, October 21st, got a ridge in place here. And again, we're rain-free. Highs upper 70s to near 80. Let's keep going. Let's go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, October 23rd. Ridging developing across the southern states, and we're still dry. And again, I want to stress concerning that tropical system that the GFS, the European, both models in the ensembles really showed nothing in the Gulf of Mexico with this Invest 94L. Could it change? Yes, but there's just no evidence of any trouble for now for the Gulf Coast of the United States. Rain for Birmingham for the next 15 days on out basically through the end of October. It's just a flat line. I mean, it is a flat line. This is coming off the European ensemble, the mean barely off the flat line. And you got a couple of members that try and bring in some rain late this month, but there's a chance we could go the entire month with nothing. Temperatures, coolest day Wednesday, and again, notice, and this is for Birmingham, the city, Wednesday morning and Thursday morning, the low near 40. Many spots over North Alabama will be well down in the 30s. Friday morning, same thing. And then we bounce back with warmer nights next week. Latest long-range guidance. This is October 21st through October 27th. And if this works out, temperatures would be above average out there toward the end of the month. So did you see the comet last night? Boy, a lot of people did. And again, there's a lot of buzz about this, and there should be. It's really cool. This is a fairly rare thing. And obviously, these photographs were taken with a good telephoto lens. If you're, looking for this thing with the naked eye, might be a little hard to see, and it's somewhat like the aurora display that we had a few nights ago. It's really better to use your camera with your phone. That lens does a little better job in a situation like this compared to the naked eye. But we'll just call this thing A3. It's got a lot of fancy names. Love that shot. That was taken over Duncan Bridge, Smith Lake. Again, you can see the comet right above the bridge. A lot of folks in the Gulf Coast saw the comet last night. It's going to be visible basically most nights this week, at least through Wednesday. But what you want to do is look toward the northern horizon about 30, 45 minutes after the sun goes down. The western horizon. Western horizon, same direction as the sunset, about 30 to 45 minutes after the sun goes down. And obviously, you want to be in kind of a place away from as much light as possible. But again, very cool to see. Sunset was good last night before the comet, especially down there on the Gulf Coast. Looking awfully good. See a lot of people fishing down there. This is a great time. The National Shrimp Festival was it just ended yesterday down in Gulf Shores. So again, the crowds are going to be thinning out. And I love going down there in November, December. Just a great time. That's a great shot right there. Looks like a dolphin coming through. And up this way, wouldn't be a bad thing to be sitting on that bench watching the sun goes down. But just glorious as we get deeper into fall. Days getting shorter. Before you know it, the time change is going to be here. That'll be in early November. We'll go back on standard time. So that'll wrap it up this morning. Let's see what's happening this week. Going to be in Cullman this morning, Cullman Primary School. Tomorrow going to Pickens County Reform Elementary School, and then I'll be in Mountain Brook at Brookwood Forest Elementary. Wednesday going to be down in Bibb County, Cahaba Christian School. Thursday going to be down in Russell County Middle School. And then Friday, Margaret Elementary School in St. Clair County. And then Saturday, I'm going to be doing a program at the Oxford Public Library over in Calhoun County at 9 o'clock. This is before all the football games. I was scheduled to do this a little earlier, had to be moved. But again, Oxford on Saturday. We'll do a little storm spotting there. We'll do it's good. If you're a weather dweeb, you need to be there. So again, Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, Oxford Public Library. And don't forget tonight, it's Weather Brains, the weekly show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. It's going to be at 7 o'clock as always, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. YouTube.com/WeatherBrains, the Weather Brains YouTube channel. Most people listen to the audio podcast. That'll be out late tonight. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.